Hey everyone, it's Michael. I hope you're doing well today, and I have a total rant review here for Namco Museum 50th Anniversary from 2005 for PS2. This is obviously for Namco. I'm a little put off and not understanding the fact of how this could be a 50th Anniversary pack, but for anybody who doesn't know, these are old arcade cabinet games and stuff for like Atari and whatever, put on a PS2 disc. And you kind of like, the menu of this game is just like a really weird like warehouse that plays really good 80s music, and actual licensed 80s songs, and you pick out the arcade you want to play of all these classic Namco games, and some that are absolutely not classic that I've literally never heard of. Maybe they just fell off the face of the earth, I don't know. But when I was growing up, I would play a lot of Namco games like Mrs. Pac-Man, like Pole Position and stuff on this one particular plug-and-play console that I think my dad and I got from Walmart, because these were games he grew up on, and he wanted to show me the kind of games he grew up on versus what I was loving, like GTA and Silent Hill. And it was cool, it was really cool. And to this day, I still have that plug-and-play console. I love playing Pac-Man on that thing, and I love especially my favorites, Mappy and Pole Position. And all three of those are on here. I guess I'll go ahead and list the ones that are listed on the back. It says there's 14 classic hits, but some of them you have to unlock when you get a certain amount of points in other games. And like special editions of games, like you have Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man. I think there was a couple of other Pac-Man ones, like Pac-Man Head-On or something. I don't know. I feel like that's a Twisted Metal sequel. But there was like a couple editions of Pac-Man's original game. Then you had Galaga, which I usually love Galaga, and this game overall, like Namco Museum, not the game Galaga, none of these games control well. But we'll get to that in a moment. I love Galaga. It's one of my favorites of all time. I remember hitting like level 25 or something, or 30 back when I was a kid at CC's Pizza. And which is weird that I bring that up here, because I just brought it up in my review for Pro Pinball Big Race USA when I talked about a pinball game for Star Wars Phantom Menace. Anyway, then you have Dig Dug. I've never been a fan. Galaxian, never been a fan. Rally X, literally don't even remember playing that in this game. Pole Position 1 and 2 are in here. By the way, Pole Position 2, some parts of it seem like it should look better. I don't think it plays as good. I don't like almost anything about it as much as I like the first one. Xevious, which I don't even remember playing. Dragon Spirit was kind of cool, but it was basically Galaxian, but a little bit different with a fucking dragon, so it is what it is. I think I've played that one somewhere else before. I don't know what I played it on, though. What is this one? Bosconian? I don't even think I unlocked that one. Rolling Thunder, I think I played. I don't remember. Mappy, I love Mappy. Mappy is so much fun, dude. It's one of the best ones on that plug-and-play console from back in the day. And Spy Kid, don't even remember playing that one. I'm pretty sure I for sure tried every game that was available here, and I was so irritated and pissed off with how bad these things played, dude. Specifically because, remind yourself, the plug-and-play console and the original arcade cabinets these games came out on had that original type of joystick, as far as I know, where it's like a metal rod and then like a little ball on the top of the rod, right? And you could like, when you're playing Pole Position, for example, on that old plug-and-play console, you were able to twist the end of the knob, as weird as this sounds, left and right to steer. And it was so perfect for the driving and pole position that like you don't even understand, because that's an F1 racing game, for anybody who doesn't know. Pole Position's a classic. I love the shit out of that game. The way you steer in that game is by twisting the end of that knob on the joystick, again, as weird as that sounds, and it was such a smooth drive, dude. You could change from high gear to low gear and whatnot. It's fantastic. You play that game here, dude, there is no steering properly. Everything steers way too harshly. It oversteers too easily with the joysticks here. It's the kind of thing, and I don't understand, by the way, how this game, even for its time or even now in hindsight, I see reviews looking them up online, and people love this game. I don't understand it. I understand if you're like my dad's age and you're just like appreciating the fact that they even put these out on PS2. That does not mean that these are emulated properly. And it's not that they're buggy or glitchy. I don't even know if it has those issues because I didn't make it that far into any of these games this time because I hated how everything played in here but Pac-Man. Pac-Man plays fairly well, so does Miss Pac-Man. But, like, Galaga felt weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, again, same thing with that joystick issue with pole position, even though you're not playing it the same way. It just doesn't feel like the ship that you're shooting at, the alien creature bug monster things, it doesn't feel like it works as swell as it does, as it should, I mean. It feels like there's a delay somewhere. Galaga felt like it had the least amount of delay issues, but even Pac-Man felt like it had some kind of issue with delay on the button pressings. And responding to those pressings. So I don't know. Maybe it was just a me issue. I don't know. But I really did not like this game. I hated how everything played. The PS2 controller is not designed to play things like pole position because of how the steering works. Either that or it needed to be tightened up so much that you had less freedom when it came to steering in that game. That's what needed to happen for pole position 1 and 2 specifically. And again, Pole Position 2 I was excited for because I had never played it before. When I saw that on the back of this box, I got really stoked for it. And dude, what a letdown. It was so poorly done. And again, not even as an emulation. The look of the games look good. They don't look like you're going from the lobby warehouse thing where you're selecting an arcade with really good PS2 graphics to then shitty classic graphics. It's not like that at all. It really isn't. It's just not that impressive to me how they were emulated, how they played. I like old video games, and like I said, that plug-and-play console I had for Mrs. Pac-Man back in the day, Miss Pac-Man plays incredibly well on that particular plug-and-play. It felt like playing it on the arcade, and it looked so good on the TV. Pole position looks so good on the TV. This absolutely does not, and I couldn't believe how bad it played. Again, I'm just shocked that there's so many positive reviews because this is garbage, man. I'm sorry. I hate this shit. I love Namco, matter of fact. I'm a huge Pac-Man guy, especially for the PS1 and PS2 era of Pac-Man that I grew up on mainly. But this is fucking bullshit. I hate everything about this. Even one of my favorites, Galaga. Probably my second favorite. I don't know if Mappy or that's my favorite, but, you know, Pole Position's one of my highest favorites. All three of my favorite games, they're rough in here, man. They're really, really rough, and I'm a little pissed off and annoyed that other people gave these things positive reviews, because it does not deserve it. This is garbage. So anyway, Namco Museum 50th anniversary. What do you think about this piece of shit? Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? What are your favorite games on this particular release? Or Namco classics in general? I'd love to hear all that down below. Is Namco even around anymore as a company? They have to be, right? Because didn't they just remake like Pac-Man World like a couple of years ago for the newer consoles? Pretty sure they did. And I'm glad for that, because Pac-Man World, the original for PS1, is the only one I played, and I love the hell out of that. So anyway, what do you think about Namco Museum 50th Anniversary? Put your thoughts and comments down below. Thank you all for watching, guys. God bless you all. Please tell me I'm not the only one who hated this as deeply as I did. Catch you later. Goodbye.